What's up YouTube? Capital G here. Got a nice non-meta duel for you guys to check out. Obviously we got at the bottom PK Fire. This is like the most standard of the standard in this format, so obviously it can't be because of this. I'm not sure how standard it is to run Sword and Wing in the main deck. Wings and Sword are pretty good cards in my opinion. They're really solid if you can put them on monsters that you desperately need to protect, but most people I think just run Fog Blade because it's a little more proactive of a card. It can just instantly throw it, like you can just throw it out there and just negate a monster effect. Negating monster effects is very important, but mainly because of the Banish deck. This deck revolves around things like Banish of the Radiance, Necrophase, Pot of Desires, getting a whole bunch of cards banished. I know some people run Soul Absorption. Gren Maju Banish is a very important card because if you summon it after you've resolved Desires, then you basically have a 4,000 beater, which is no joke considering that's half your opponent's life points. I think you'd see more people experimenting with this deck IRL if Desires wasn't a $60 to $70 card, because you basically need 3 copies of that card. I'm not gonna say like it couldn't function without it, but I mean it's just a really important card. Not to mention you banish all of those cards and then you summon Necrophase and then you have a really big beater as well. So the card just like flows so well with the deck and it gives you a bunch of cards. So let's see exactly what's gonna happen here. I assume we'll see a turn 1 XC, and looks like he is going to go into Dante. I think he mills, yeah, he mills a Boots, and he's going to banish that Boots to get himself a Search. And this guy banished that. I mean, this hand's okay. You never really want to open with 2 copies of Duality, but he does have Roar, and he has Evac, so he can pretty much out the Dante, you know, so it's not terrible. He goes for Duality, and I think he's all double card D, so he's taking that. Sets the Roar, sets the Evac, and he draws a copy of Pot of Desire. So it's actually his hand looks pretty promising. I mean, look how much draw power he has next turn. He'll have the Duality, the Upstart Goblin, and the, you know, Pot of Desires. Like that's basically 4 new cards. It's a brand new hand, basically. You know what I mean? That's looking very good. So Dante's flipped over. He plays Threatening Roar. I don't know, man. 2,500 doesn't seem like that much damage, but he does go ahead and do it. Top deck's another pop, another copy of Desires. And let me pause right quick. He did get his boss monster, or I guess one of the monsters that are like super important in this deck. In addition to Necrophase, he got that Gren Maju. Again, this card is going to be 4,000 attack if it hits the field successfully. He does Twin Twister the back row. Wings is played, and that's going to keep Dante alive. Why is Dante still in attack mode? I know you guys are asking. I have no idea. He sets a copy of Threatening, wait, not Threatening, but Thunder of Ruler, which he activates, and Twin Twister was chained, and then Evac was chained onto the Summoner Monk. I don't get right here. I think that your Phantom Knights of Launch is definitely dead. I don't understand why he didn't go Monk and just get another monster, unless for some reason, even if he's running 2 monks, he could just go Monk into like Utopia the Lightning, or he could just, you know, cast Eldis or something. Like those seem like they would have been better plays, but he just puts Dante in attack, defense mode and passes, and then another pot is played. Now look at this, guys, check this out. So when you play 2 pots, which I would assume is highly unlikely, this card's attack is 8,000, but it's even crazier than that. He activates Left Arm Offering, which is going to banish the Necrophase, so he has to banish 5 cards off the top of his deck. Actually, I think both players do, right? No, it should, yeah, both players do. And then he has another freaking Necrophase off the top of that. And just keep in mind, every single time that a card gets banished, these guys basically skyrocket up. Well, it's not skyrocket, but 400 attack. But when you have 33 freaking cards banished, these guys are fucking world beaters. So they end up being over 13,000. Damn it, I missed my opportunity to say over 9,000. It was right after he resolved the second pot. I should have thrown a over 9,000 joke. But he does Left Arm Offering for Regeki, and I think that's going to close this match out. Yeah, I mean, he has the Ragged Gloves, but I mean, come on, Ragged Gloves is not about to stop that much damage on board, so he takes the easy GG right there. So interesting match here. I think that, again, more people would play this deck, or at least try it out if Desires wasn't so freaking expensive. Even Necrophase hasn't been reprinted in a long time. It's like a $5 card, so it's only $10 here and there, but it's really not that expensive of a deck if you build this deck without the Pot of Desires. I just don't know how much it's, like, how consistent it's really going to be without it. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching as always, and subscribe if you have not already.